The dog days are gone.
Run fast for your mother, run fast for your father.
I'm Tiara Lansky. I'm a North and South Carolina real estate agent with Ivester Jackson, and welcome to Spilling the Tea. People often underestimate how analytical I am. They think I'm just this pretty realtor, but behind the scenes, they don't know all that I'm actually doing. Standing up for my client, negotiating deals, rewriting offers because something's wrong on there, and really acting like their life depends on this investment, because in reality, it really does. I'm not a fit for people who want like a discount agent at a luxury service. I'm very hands-on, and I'm gonna over-deliver and make sure that everything in the transaction goes very smoothly. So I really want someone who's going to value me as a person and then my time and my knowledge. When people come across my content, I really want them to feel like they're sitting right here. It's just a friend who knows the market, has been in real estate for a few years, and you could really ask them anything. There's no dumb questions when it comes to real estate, and so I want people to find my content and DM me like, hey, should I have done this? Or, hey, should I invest here? And I'm actually going to give you my honest opinion. I don't gatekeep. I think in this industry, a lot of agents pretend that this job is like effortless, and they really don't show like all the hard work. So I don't like when people aren't real, and I want people to be real with me. So I'm often showing like what I'm doing behind the scenes. I am handling the situation on the back end, but then I'm coming to you and I will let you know what I've handled, because it isn't that easy. Another thing that really doesn't align with me with agents is when they forget the emotions that are in the client's hands. For an example, when we're handling like a lot of money, it could be a due diligence check, an earnest money check, or just the entire house in general, and they act as if it's a joke to have $10,000 and just throw it in the air, or that it's not hardworking money that these people are handing over to us. And sure, maybe somebody didn't work 100 hours to have this $10,000 due diligence check. Maybe it was a gift to them. I value and take very seriously people's money and how hard they've worked for it. So I don't think it's a joke to joke about this house or that house, or they couldn't get it, or, oh, my clients are annoying because they wouldn't pay for the flooring to be fixed, so we're canceling the contract. You don't know how much money your client has, so don't talk about their money like it's yours, because it's not. A client that I'll remember forever was actually one that I helped buy a house in Louisiana. We had seen quite a few homes, and this was right after COVID, where as soon as a house hit the market, you had to run. So I was out showing homes, and he texted me and was like, Tiara, this house just hit the market 2 minutes ago. I live 5 minutes away right now in a rental. Can you meet me there? And so I said, sure. And around this time, I had been known for going into homes and forgetting to turn off the alarm. And for some reason in Louisiana, they had like silent alarms where the alarm would go off, but it wasn't really loud, so you didn't know. And then all of a sudden the police would show up, and I'm walking out like this with my clients behind me. So serious. So we get into this house, and we separate, and I'm in the kitchen and he's looking around, and I hear some sort of noise, and I'm like, oh, it's the silent alarm. So I'm running to the front door. There's no alarm. I'm checking showing time. There's nothing in there. I'm calling the listing agent. There's nothing. And I'm like, I hear this noise. It's getting louder. So I start running to the noise. The noise is back in the bedrooms where my client was. Finally, I run into him and I'm like, it's you. You're the one making the noise. And he's like, what? I'm like, your phone's in your pocket. It's making some sort of noise. And he pulls out his phone, and there was some explicit videos that were playing, and I thought they were the alarm, but really they were just screams. So at this point, he just puts his phone back in his pocket, and I turn around and I walk into the living room, and I'm like, holy cow, this is the most awkward thing I've ever had to deal with. What do I say? And he just comes out in the living room and he's like, this house isn't the one. And I'm like, I agree. And we left and we never spoke about it. I told a few of my realtor friends at the office, and they were, of course, concerned that he was some freak or something. But really, he was so embarrassed, and I think it was like the worst thing that could have ever happened to him. And we ended up finding a house and closing, and he wasn't a freak, and he wasn't a creep. But it was just, to this day, hilarious, and we've never spoken about it, and we're Facebook friends. The most unexpected thing I've ever done for a client, again, we're back in Louisiana, and it was about 8 o'clock, and I got an offer on my client's house. It's actually Kojo's first cousin. And I get an offer, and the response is due by noon the next day. I am shooting listing videos across town, so I'm not going to be anywhere near his house. And so I keep calling him and I'm like, hey, I sent you this over email. Can you sign it? Like, we got a full price offer on your house. And I keep calling, and all of a sudden my texts go green and my number is blocked and I can't get in touch with them. I thought it was so weird. I'm in my PJs at this point. It's 9 p.m. and I'm like, I'm going to his house. So I get in the car in my PJs and I drive across town about 45 minutes. He lived over the bridge. If you're in Baton Rouge, you know what I'm talking about. And I show up at his house and he's like, Tiara, it's 10 p.m. I'm like, I know. Did you get my messages? And he's like, that was you calling me? I forgot to save your number. So I thought you were spam. So I blocked you. And I'm like, no, you have an offer on your home and we need to sign it and send it back. So I came inside, we had some tea, and he signed all the offer, and then we sent it back and we closed about 20 days later. So it's kind of ridiculous because I was in PJ pants. I think there were like little Grinch Christmas things on my pants. But I just knew that I needed to leave because I was like, is this man going to be up past 10 o'clock? Surely he was. I think in life and in this business, the only way to grow is to fall forward, and falling forward flat on your face is the only way that you learn the most, and being able to admit it. When I started my career, like a lot of other agents, I made a lot of mistakes. Some of those mistakes really taught me how to be serious and reread through my contracts to make sure that I've listed everything that the buyers want to stay in the home that are going to stay. For instance, most people know this, but your refrigerator and washer and dryer do not stay in a home. You have to write that in your contract. Anything else that can kind of be removed easily, in simple terms, also needs to be written in the contract. And in the beginning of my career, I wasn't so serious about this, and I didn't write everything through. I did write that the refrigerator and washer and dryer are going to stay, but I didn't write that these lamps, like light shades, were going to stay throughout the home. And there was a shed out back that was on concrete blocks. So when it was removed, it didn't change anything in the yard that could also be removed that I didn't write in the contract. So at the end of the day, when we closed, the clients didn't get to make it to the house before closing, and we just let that be, and we went to closing, and then we went to the house to celebrate, to come to find out that the light shades around the lights were taken and the shed out back. So I had to go to Home Depot and buy a new shed, which was so fun. And it definitely didn't use all of my commission. And I really learned the hard way, but I made it right. And that's kind of the whole point in life, is to admit that you were wrong and you try to figure out a way to fix it. So always fall flat on your face. It's the fastest way that you'll learn and the fastest way that you'll succeed. Right now, I'm trying to figure out a client kind of appreciation party that I want to throw, but it's tough because I can't figure out what all of my clients would like. I just know what I like. I like karaoke. So do you think all my clients will come to a karaoke bar and sing? They don't have to drink. I'll provide food. You don't have to drink, or you can drink. And we just sing karaoke. like Florence the Machine. The dog days are over. The dog days are gone.
Run fast!